TF someone offered you $2 million to watch one movie for 48 hours straight. Could you do it, and what would it be? Groundhog Day, because at some point it would all just blend together. That's a pro gamer move. Don't drive angry. Take a whole bunch of acid for it too, for added measure. I sure as heck fire remember you. Lol, I was going to say that movie. Obviously everyone in the world would do this. Even very wealthy people wouldn't miss out on that type of easy money. As for my movie, I would choose the longest, most meaningless movie in the world, which has a runtime of 48 hours according to Wikipedia and is just cut and pasted together B-roll clips, newsreel and stock footage. Guess it would be cool to see more of what life was like in 1968. I'll join you for my movie. Popcorn on me. Any Lord of the Rings movie you're stuck watching on a loop. It would be easy because you only have to watch it a few times in 48 hours. My choice would be Return of the King or Two Towers. All the action make it fly better than the incredible world building of first book. Or if The Hobbit counted as one movie since they are one book. Or go with a really good fun one like Wolf of Wall Street, so I know to invest in stonks and profit. Lol. Gone with the Wind. It's 4 hours long, so I'd have to watch it less than most other movies. But fiddly dee you'd have to put up with Scarlet 12 times. I hear paint drying is about 7 hours long, so you could watch that one even less. This was my thought. Pick a super long movie. The actress who portrays Melanie Hamilton, Olivia de Havilland, is still alive. Are you joking? I can watch a blank wall for 42 hours straight for that money. But you need to do it for 48 hours, not 42. Missed it by 6 hours. Sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't even need to think about it. Pump it up to at least a week and then we can talk. These threads are usually garbage. Hey guys, if you could receive $10 billion but on the condition that you can't drink coffee for 2.5 hours, would you do it? Quote, I would watch Battlefield Earth every day for a year if I get 2M. This type of question sucks. I agree. I'd watch a fucking ShamWow commercial on a loop for a week for $2. I would say this is the correct answer. But since there's a choice and that movie is terrible, I'll just say this is a valid answer. And anyone who says otherwise doesn't deserve $2 million. Nice try, John Travolta. Muppets Most Wanted. I was going to say Muppet Treasure Island, but yes, this too. 100% agree, that movie is an underrated masterpiece. Yes, and probably anything but a Miyazaki film would be nice. Every time I re-watch one of his films, I get something new out of it. I would definitely choose Spirited Away. There are so many subtle messages conveyed in the art is beautiful. For sure. I could totally watch anything for that money. I'm great at tuning shit out. Modmal 20 points 20 hours ago, edited 19 hours ago. I'd watch Logistics. 2012. Directed by Erica Magnuson and Daniel Anderson. The film tracks in real time the journey of a simple pedometer from manufacture to final sale. It also runs 35 days and 17 hours in length, meaning I just need to hammer through less than 5% of the film's total. ACE. This is the plan I would go with. Something that you don't even need to re-watch or only watch it most like 3 times. Back to the Future. Easy. Yup. PNA Koya MVE8 MT Amaro Realila MUAORAE Remy CE Tord LLT RC knows this is possible. I've already done Frozen for over 48 hours a Mao. I'm going to be very committed to pretty much any job that pays approximately $42K per hour, so yeah, I could do it. Here's to 48 solid hours of amphetamines and Groundhog Day. Any movie. Well, maybe not. Movie. Maybe change the question to $1,000 and people will actually have to think about it. The thread should be about the lowest amount you'd do it for. I think. I'm sarcastically. It would be $350 for me. their choice. I do not care, I'll receive £2 million. For 2 meters ID let you pick the movie I watch. 2 girls 1 cup. Shrek doesn't get old for me. Yes, Shrek always makes me laugh. I swear I know every single world. Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns. This would be so much easier if I wasn't colorblind. Quote, Revenge of the Sith. Hello there. Came here to say this. Would probably have to go with Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny. I've watched that movie countless times. I would put it on every night to fall asleep to for a while when I was younger. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Amazing movie. Or Bicentennial Man. Bicentennial Man used to get me through some hard times. Nice to see this listed here. I still use. At Eton I commute me. No. Whiplash. Don't care about the over-dramatized band director. I just listen to the music. The arrangement of Duke Ellington's Caravan really slaps. Lego Movie. Awesome. Shawshank, and it would be fucking easy. Easily Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Wouldn't be the first time that movie was on a loop in my Arrow AAT equals. The Gentleman. Honestly, you need 48 hours to just see the intricacies and detail in that movie. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King Extended Edition. That's a very good deal. $2 million to watch a movie non-stop for 48 hours. I'd even do it if it was for a week. If I had to pick one, it'd have to be Kingsman. Easy. I could watch Blade Runner 2 days straight, no problem. Was just thinking the same. Closest you'll get to living in that world till we get Cyberpunk 2077. Death becomes Ernest my ass. I can see. Myro. Sure, put on Thor, Ragnarok or Shrek and we're good to go. Sure. Watch War and Peace with subs on. Runtime for all its parts is 431 minutes. So I only have to watch it about 7 times. Space Jam. Of course I could. Put on Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and let's do this. My first pick would be a great action movie, but I don't want to ruin Mad Max Fury Road or something for myself. That's my first concern too. You could do a movie you really like, but it's probably going to be ruined for you, at least for a long time. Dude, have you seen Lord of the Rings? I could easily watch Return of the King 11 times. Memento, because obviously at one point I wouldn't be able to differentiate between the start and ending point of the movie. Good answer. Ghostbusters. Hunt for Red October. IALEAD 4. Howl's Moving Castle. The plot has to start making sense somewhere in there, right? Guardians of the Galaxy. I love that damn movie. I would watch C-SPAN for 48 hours straight for that much money. Shrek or Avengers Endgame, maybe Cleopatra. Elizabeth Taylor less than 3. Moonstruck. Snap out of it. You get it? I lost my HAAAAAAAAAAND. I lost my BRIIMIIMIITMIIDE. Wouldn't you have to be a billionaire to say no to this? The Dark Knight, of course. Obviously. Easy. IT would watch Mulan. I could probably do it, and I would watch Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre or Masterminds. I could totally sit through any of those movies for 48 hours straight. Avengers Endgame. I've already seen it around 30 times. What's 16 more? Abso-fucking-lutely I'd do it. And the movie I'd pick would be Tangled, because it's a movie I enjoy. But after 48 hours straight, I'm going to hate any movie. So it's also a movie I'm okay never wanting to watch again. Mean Girls. Did we just become best friends? Probably watch Scarface. Raising Arizona. Yes! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. I quote this one all the time. Lawrence of Arabia. The classic 4-hour-long version. Reason being is that I can get lost in it for hours on end, and it has intermission. Heck yeah, I would choose to watch Steel Magnolias because it's a fun movie with fantastically Southern diverse characters, and I could practice my acting skills trying to nail the part of each. 1. White chicks. I'll watch it for 480 hours if needed. 0. Code IG. Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Pretty sure I can watch it 12 times, too easy. GG. Cars, because it's basically what my toddler makes us watch on loop. We've prepared for this. I literally did 40 hours of coding in a row when a client was breathing down my neck last year. Twice. It was unhealthy, and I am shocked I managed to stay conscious coding that long. But if I can do that, I can certainly watch a movie. Any movie for 48 hours straight for $2 million. Pineapple Express. Blazing Saddles will do me fine. Monster Inc. because I am years old and it's the only thing that makes me happy. Period. I wouldn't pick a movie I liked because after watching it that many times I'd be super sick of it. I'd pick some B-list movie that's entertaining enough not to bore me for 2 days straight, but not good enough for me to care about. Yeah, kinda like how you shouldn't set your favorite song as your alarm. Y'all choosing your movie all wrong. You have to choose a movie you already hate. Cause trust me, gem aoe mice mu m colon cmtc mice mo lao m 0 tpcl moon 1 crmc nd sequels. I'll spend 48 hours finding everything wrong with it and only be half done when I'm $2 million. Lights. Uno the movie. I'd do anything for 2 mil. Groundhog Day, and hell yes, Blazing Saddles. I'd memorize the entire movie. The Princess Bride, for $2 million. D watch anything for 48 hours. I'd do it for a fraction of that. Who wouldn't? I'd gaff I would watch Leprechaun movies in non-sequential order for 2 milli. I probably couldn't stay up that long, but if I could I would have it be the death of Stalin. Fifth Element. Easy and enjoyable to watch. I could watch the worst movie in the world for that kind of money. Even Yentl or Ishtar. The Room. Fool's Gold. Plan B. It is so horrific it'll keep you up. Whoever wouldn't would be crazy. Killer Bean Forever. Best movie ever. I will never be bored. I would watch Endgame by sitting on my phone and sleeping. Literally any movie ever made. Any movie in the Shrek franchise, except the fourth one. They are entertaining and fun to watch. The first Pirates of the Caribbean, or Sleepy Hollow. Yes. Return of the King. Any of the Star Wars OT. If I can survive 24 hours of A Christmas Story, then surely I can survive 48. Probably something stupid like The Room, so when I go insane I can laugh at it. Inception, because I find it quite mind-bending and shows different landscapes with ton of action. Say Layla. I'd watch absolutely anything for 2 million. Tommy Boy. For free. Literally any movie. I genuinely do not care what movie it is. I'll watch basically anything for $2 million. Of course I can, and that movie would be Mad Max. Any musical I like because it would be like listening to playlist. The Phantom of Opera and Love Never Dies would be the most likely. If it has to be a movie though, probably The Emperor's New Cele. Geely. Groundhog Day. Desperately Seeking Susan. That movie is so cute, silly and a little edgy. I'd watch it for 48 hours for $4,800. Blade Runner or Apocalypse Now. Director's cuts, of course. They both have plenty of time to just space out. A Christmas Story, you'll put your eye out. Man, for $2 million I'd gladly watch Cats. 3 Idiots. Back to the Future. I've already seen it 50 times. What's 24 more? Koyaanisqatsi. Just the music has entertainment value for 48 hours. Shrek. Gladiator or Revenge of the Sith. Piece of cake. Where's my 2M? I would watch one exactly once. Any of the animated Batman movies. Revenge of the Sith. I see this as an absolute win. I would try to find the longest thing that I like so it becomes less repetitive. I'm not sure what that would be though. BIOS. Alvin and the Chipmunks. I'm a masochist by hour 10. I'd need drugs. Lots of hard drugs. Drugs I've never tried before. And the final 38 hours would be one long strange trip, man. Literally any movie. Avengers, Infinity War. I could do that so easily. Probably. I've never seen it, but it's 13 hours long. So I'd watch it less than 4 times and there'd be less repetition. It's well regarded, and given it's in a language I don't speak, I could distract myself by trying to piece together French to burn time. Yes, for $2 million I would get an ounce of blow, bottle of whiskey, and a porno. I could do it. Yeah, easiest money I ever made. Napoleon Dynamite. Fantasia. Just relax, close your eyes, and enjoy the music. Sense and Sensibility. I watch that movie on repeat all the time. I once watched it 6 times in one week. Wouldn't matter what movie it is. For $2 million I'd watch any movie for a year. The Emoji Movie, because if I memorized the script in full I could become a god. I literally already do this. 100% could watch Ratatouille for more than 48 hours straight. The Greatest Showman. I could easily watch that movie over and over again. I'd pick Braveheart. You need something long so you're not watching it 100 times. The Dark Knight. Scott Pilgrim. The greatest film ever made. I would also choose Scott Pilgrim because every time I watch that movie I discover something new. Same for Hot Fuzz, which would also be a good shout. Edgar Wright movies in general would be a good choice. Not only could anyone do this, they could also pick any movie, too. If you can't do this for 2 meters with any movie, I question your abilities as a human. Hold up, so you're telling me I could watch the great classic Avatar: The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan and be paid $2 million to do something I already do on the weekends? Pick a really long movie like Lord of the Rings. If it could be all 3 movies, then I mean, you're golden. Matrix. I'll assume there's a glitch every time I feel something is repeating. Well, this one takes the cake for the most absurd. Would you do something for a shit ton of money? I mean, who the fuck wouldn't watch some goddamn movie for 0.2 days to make 2 miles? Seriously, I don't think anyone in their right mind would pass on that. As for the movie, I don't know. Interstellar. 'Cause it's pretty long and pretty cool. So it'd be less watches of a nice movie. This is fucking easy, dude. Do you have kids? I've watched the same 10 clips of Sesame Street and Alphabet Train on loop for 3 months. I could do any film and it would be a cakewalk compared to that. So let's pick a good one. Grand Budapest Hotel. Always makes me laugh. Feelin' Lucky 7-1. J. The 10-hour loop. 4.8 times. OMG easy. Clue. From 1985. I'd watch any fucking movie for a week straight for $2 million. I would watch the same movie for a month for 2 miles. I am not even joking. I would watch Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince 19 or 584 times. What kind of person wouldn't accept this? Eyelid movies. 48H of Sleep. Shaun of the Dead. Avengers Endgame, because then I could earn a fraction of the amount they are getting. 18. I smiley face A. Data Ilera Elas. So I'm going to get to M for something I already do. Count me in. Any movie, literally you are getting 2M in 2 days. Of course, and it could be literally anything. A Serbian film, because fuck it. You set the money way too high. Anyone would probably watch anything for $2 million. Ben-Hur. I would only have to watch it 13 times. Oh hi Mark. Yes. And it'd be John Wick. I need someone to offer me only $2,500 to pay a debt in my university so I can continue studying though. More posts from the AskReddit community. 75.7K at this point in 2020. If you looked in the sky tomorrow and saw a big-ass death owl-looking mother, what do you think your first thought would be? NSIW. 74.9K Trevor Noah once said, America is 50 countries masquerading as one. Do you think? Smearell or OT Nig? 66.4K What is an adult problem you were not prepared for, equals in PS by Ada Lieutenant Tam Uaem Roel Ta Rtarleos Il Malin Amacem Lump Hole Recoil L. Probably earn a degree about it? What plot holes, logical inconsistencies, and the like cannot be reconciled and bother you to no end? 62.4K Men of Reddit who proposed and she said no. What happened afterwards with your same ESID? 56.6K Has anyone ever given nice guy a chance after they've thrown a tantrum? Asterisk, because you didn't let them treat you like a queen. And if you did, how did it work? Oh. 55.4K You have the ability to do absolutely nothing for extremely long period of time. EEMCNA Rune Couch Al-Qaeda. 54.5K Redditors who sort by new. How do you know it's a banger when you see it? Ill. 51.8K You've invented a new alarm clock called the Rude Awakening. What does it do? A. 43.5K What 80s movies hold up and are still worth watching 30 to 40 years later? L. 43.0K Your username becomes a real being with a human mind and it spawns in your Sayime or a T-Reltkron. 40.6K If God created a Reddit post asking for suggestions on the next update of Earth. Smut AOTC's BVTTT Ryan 9. 39.6K TF Your username is the answer. What's the question? Equals copyright. 36.9K What is something other people do that bothers you? I. Your head? 35.2K You wake up in your bed and you're only 12 years old. Everything since was just a STATNRCERMUTTM Malta. TATRTR Relianid. SS. 32.2K What's the biggest scam people still fall for? Equals in 30.2K Serious. People who are advocating for the abolishment of the police force. Who are you expecting to keep vulnerable people safe from criminals? 28.6K What is one of your favorite movie soundtracks? Equals 5. 27.7K What do you remember hating the most being a child? Equals copyright. 19.6K Former homeless people of Reddit. What can we do to help homeless people? This saw 69.